Hello, and welcome to a Broken Binding unboxing, which is actually a TBB Press unboxing, because this, my friends, is The Fall by Ryan Cahill, as well as a slipcase for Of Blood and Fire by Ryan Cahill. So, Of Blood and Fire was the very first title published by TBB Press, which is the small press label from the Broken Binding, and they're going to publish everything that Ryan Cahill has done in The Broken and the Bound is the name of the series, not to be confused with The Broken Binding. But they're going to publish the whole series, supposedly. And so it's actually a prequel novella. So they're going to alternate the novels with the novellas. Just like A Fire and Blood, we have some coasters here, one for the Gilded Dragon, one for Acheron's Sigil. Warning, may cause resurrection. Very interesting. Like I said, A Blood and Fire had some coasters as well. Of course, we have our volume here for The Fall, which should have its own matching slipcase. The slipcases were optional. You could buy them separate, and I'm a sucker for a good slipcase. So, well, I don't think I've ever received any slipcases. No, that's a lie. I was gonna say I got the lettered edition of the Stephen Arion titles, which came with a slipcase. But that was just kind of like a trade edition. These are fancy TBB Press editions, so I needed to try out what the slipcases are. Very nice. Is the slipcase designed by Katrina Barquist or Katrina Paints? Kind of seems similar to her line style from her other covers. Oh, mine was in upside down. So I know the artwork is by Nemo Art. There is number 145 to match my copy of Blood and Fire. Of course, we have very stunning stamping on the cover. That is top-notch, and silver gilded page edges as well as illustrated end papers. My camera just flashed. I don't know why I did that. So, did I just take a photo of the video? Who knows? So I have not read Of Blood and Fire yet, but I have heard superb things. And while this is one of those titles where you got different artwork for the other end papers there. Very cool. It's one of those things where you got to suffer from a little bit of FOMO, and you're like, well, I got to strike while the iron's hot, and I got to pick up a copy before it sells out. And I was right to do so, because it sold out almost immediately. So it was a no-brainer to follow it up with The Fall. I mean, I think it's a no-brainer. You might be thinking you should probably read the damn book first, because if you hate the book, then, boy, are you going to look foolish. But you know what? I'll take a chance. I like any fantasy with dragons. You got dragons, I'm sold on it. So this has some color artwork as well as the black and white interiors, which is really cool. So it sounds like something I'll enjoy. So I'm going to foolishly dive headfirst into this and, pick up a copy of it. I like these TBB books because they already have the Mylar dust jacket protector on there, which is really nice. It's a very nice sewn binding, nice cloth-bound boards. It's nice. And of course, I did bring Of Blood and Fire as well. I'm not really going to showcase this one because I already had its own unboxing video from about 10 months ago. So you should go check that out if you want to see it. But I brought it so we could see how it fits in the slipcase, because I have heard some reports that the slipcase is a little tight. It's a little snug here for even the... Oh, it's got a quote on the spine. You must always rise so that others rise with you. It's a little snug, but I mean, it's not too difficult to get the book in and out. And let's try... but I've heard that for both slipcases. Some people had excellent fits for one book, snug on the other. Other people had it flipped. I mean, honestly, this is nice. The sun will set and rise again, and it will do so the next day and the next. The gods are in charge of such things, but it is our own will that we pick ourselves up when we fall. That is incredible. So that, my friends, is The Fall, as well as its accompanying slipcase for A Blood and Fire by Ryan Cahill, as published by The Broken Binding through TBB Press. They do an incredible job. You know, like I said, but I always remark that a lot of the Broken Binding titles are just fancy trade editions. It actually even looks like a little bit of room left in Of Blood and Fire there. Got a little bit of spacing. I could put the coasters in there with it. But these ones are not fancy trade editions. These are very nice small press editions. So I would highly recommend checking them out. Like I said, you have to find these two titles on the secondary market. I believe all of the TBB titles have sold out thus far. But if you subscribe to the Broken Binding newsletter, you can be in touch with when these next ones come out, because they are stunning. Or if you just want to live vicariously through me, please consider subscribing to the channel, because I will continue to buy them and continue unboxing them for your viewing pleasure. That also applies to various special editions that The Broken Binding does, and their monthly fantasy subscription. So every month I'll get the box, and I will continue to unbox it for you. So plenty of videos there for you to check out, as well as at least one book review a week on Tuesdays. So please check out The Broken Binding, particularly through thebrokenbindingsub.com, which is where all their special editions are. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you around next time.